Hi guys, and welcome. It's Amanda here. So the word for today is tender. Word for today is tender, and we're going to be playing in this journal. So you may have seen some of the other videos, and in it I'm just playing really. So for a lot of the pages I've already worked on, so this was like background paper and I've added it in here. You saw me make the book. I found a bag of paper and it was just like, I just want to use all of this up. I don't want to have any more of this type of paper hanging around, so I used it in here. This was the tissue paper that was in here, and I've used it as texture on a page. I haven't yet kind of created any imagery yet. This was the page, it was fabric, and it was going to cover this mini book. And what then happened is, after I'd used the glue gun, it came off. So I used it in the book and created this mini book, and I've been working on this. And this is also I guess leaning towards that word being tender, because it's about showing up for yourself and just taking a little bit of time. So in here I've got the exact same image that I had drawn and photocopied, printed, and then I've just put them in this page. I was going to do something else with them, but then it was just like, okay, let me just, spend some time every day just painting this face and just adding colour to the face, and just sitting in thinking about the paints, like not thinking about anything too confrontational, nothing confrontational at all, just thinking about what I'm doing, being in this present moment. And that is, so far I've been doing that, and this is one of the pages, and I'm just going on, and then on the other side of the page there's a word, and I might add, like for this particular one I added some colour, even though it's got colour, because on each page it was pattern paper that I'd taken from it was free paper that would come along with a magazine, free pattern paper that you could use in creative projects. So just using it in here and just making art, and it's not defined by anybody else. It doesn't have to be it's not like your sculptures, it's not like your wall hangings, and it's very simplistic, and it's just like, so what? Don't care. It's about the process. It's about enjoying the process of creating. And if this is how you want to express, you express yourself in so many different ways. And so it's what I've learned is I give myself the space to do that. So if I want to come to a page and just lay down colour, that's what I'll do. So today I noticed about this book, it's a bit loose on some of the pages, and it needs to have a bit more support in there, and that's what I'm going to do. And then the other thing that I'm going to do is that if you've seen some of the other videos that I've done, you might not have seen them yet. So I'm just going to put my heat gun on. I had this paper which was sat underneath. So by now, if you're new here, you wouldn't know what I would normally do. So normally I have a piece of paper underneath the work. If I'm painting, if there's extra paint, I would put it on the paper, or I usually have a secondary art journal. So I'm showing you my old bank statement. These go back to like 10 years, 11 years old, but I'm utilising them in this way. Anyway, so this is what the result of. So if I was doing it in a journal, this would actually make a lovely journal cover. Oh gosh. I was thinking of was going to add it to the book, but I really like the that would make a really nice journal cover. Which one should I use, left or right? Left or right? Your left or my right? Your left or my left? Let me see which one's speaking to me. This one's speaking more to me, although this bit is speaking to me on this page. I like this, what's going on here. Let me open it out. Turn it around. Yeah, I'm gonna use this as a journal cover, maybe for the next journal we make, say in February, and this I'm gonna use in this book on some of the pages. Okay, so in my particular book, the pages have been sandwiched together and then stuck in here, but they're loose, and they happen to be loose at this point. So all I'm going to do is just a little repair job, and what I'm feeling is just to cut down here, just to cut down here like so, and apply glue and then stick it back there. But while my heat gun is getting ready, so for me, part of this journal process is about using up the supplies. You know, we can sit on supplies, we can make, as I'm looking at this, I went through a phase where I was doing these paintings with words in, and I made all of these letters, painted letters and numbers, and they're just sitting in here. I haven't been making I haven't been making them. Oh gosh. You are in for a journey today. Right, I haven't been making them, I haven't been using them in the past couple of years. Maybe like, yeah, quite a few years. But I was just thinking I would use it in a larger journal. Now, I've been working in these smaller journals, but I've got a large journal here that I am going to get down off the shelf and hope that... Oh, I forgot about those. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Look at all of these. Oh wow. Okay. Oh, let me just show you these. Okay. I'll show you. Oh, brilliant. Okay, let me take some space and move back. So this was... I went to a thrift store and found this book, and I was the Storyteller's Art. I did a course called the Storyteller's Art, and I got the book because I wanted to use this for the book. And basically it's a book on these designers who create glassware, and the pages, like I don't normally work on this size, but it was just like, oh my gosh, the pages are brilliant. So I've just prepared, but I've only done one painting in here, and I was maybe even thinking of removing some of the pages, but we'll see. But I'm just thinking, my letters, just as I was saying, you know, I was using the letters that I'd created and the letters I'd created and the words, I was using it in a larger journal. I just thought, oh, I've got a larger journal, I can use them up, you know. And so I went through all the alphabet and created all these letters that were then going to be used in some way. I want to put it back in the right one, yeah. And then I just went on to something else. So there's this book, hardbound, and I'm thinking that I might remove some of the pages, because then the pages also could be used. So it's nice and big, and then you've got like some of these designs of these glassware, just amazing. But I'm still gonna, you know, utilize it. It could be working for the glass industry. I mean, the book, I think the book cost me about £1. It was just like, and you know, like a book like this is not going to cost, if you were to have brought it at the time. And I guess what I'm toying with is the book in itself with the information. I'm not a glass artist, but the book in itself, I was just looking to see if it had the price that I paid, but it was like really cheap. When I saw it, it was just like Philip Baldwin and Monica Gugisberg. Yeah, so the only painting I did, which I still haven't finished, is this one, and on her it says Birthing the Untold Dreams and Birthing the Untold Stories. And then you've got a mountain, tree. So this is something I would love to complete, and that's the kind of imagery that I want in this book, but I want to do some imagery with the letters and the words. Okay, and look at what else I found. At one point I did a series of small doodle paintings. Show you some of them. And this was just, it was like cathartic. It was, and so what I'll probably be doing, some of these patterned is, and I would just, every day I would do another one, and I'll probably be offering these up on my Patreon site for the patrons. And these are, so these particular ones, they would then end up like that. So I would spend time just, it was just drawing the lines, and it was just a peaceful kind of activity. And yeah. And then for some of them, they got painted. I think that's probably the first one I did, and then I started larger, and then I did some of these. Oh, I love these. I love these ones with the watercolours. Ooh, I like that one. So this is maybe a project that I would do with my Pro marker pens. So, so very much like this. So this was done with a Pro marker pen. I really love this. Yeah, I really like it. And anyway, so see how you can get drawn into other things. Okay, so what we're doing is this. I'm going to use my glue gun, which is ready now, and literally, actually, I'm going to put a little bit on there, just see which bits are coming up, and then just add some down the middle. Hold it for a bit, the glue gun is, love it, because it allows you to work so quickly, and again, especially if you're kind of short on time and you just want to do something creative, and that's how I work sometimes. Oh, obviously when I'm doing my, you know, the artwork and creating, it's different. You know, you have to take longer, but I usually have several things going at the same time, because I'm always, you know, you're waiting for things to dry. So I could just add that there, or I could gonna add that there, and then the rest will go on another page. I'll probably add it on a page that's got some writing on, and I'm gonna use my, I've got a little bit of glue in here, and we just add it. Again, it's trying to just spend the time spend some time, especially if you've only got a short amount of time. So you've got a short amount of time, and to just do something. Yeah. So I might need to go over that a bit more. Just put a bit more glue. Don't skimp. Oops, it's that. Okay, I need to fill this up. There's not enough glue in there. So this is what I normally do. I normally take out glue from a larger one, and then can add a good amount so that it stays. And I'll probably add something else on top, so it's not just, so I don't need to pull that one up, so it's not just it's not that you're just sticking down, you're actually going to come back to these pages. But for the meantime, for this particular, like, if for what I need right now, I just need to be able to play with my supplies, and that's what I'm doing. So on this page now, I'm going to add some of the paper, and I dare you to, like, not try and be so precise, and not, okay, it's got to be stuck here and it's got to, you know, line up here. Sometimes, and it's taken me a while to do this, so I'm not saying it's something that comes naturally to me. It's just like especially on camera, it's just like, oh no, I don't want to be seen as, I don't want to do it like that. But it's just like, sometimes you just need to. Sometimes you need to just add. You know, it's all part of the play. It's all part of loosening yourself up. So this is like doing a warm-up exercise. Yeah? See it like that. That's a good way to see it. It's like doing a warm-up exercise. a creative warm-up exercise. Now you could do doodling as well, you know, there's other things you can do, but I like, you know, adding colour to pages. You know, doing the collage is an ideal way of you know, doing it as well. So I'm just gonna add and then I'm going to allow these pages to dry. And what I would normally do is work on another piece while it's drying, or you know, that's all I've got to get on, or you know, get on with some other work, which I do. So this, I love it. I love the colours, and they were just all done. I was cleaning out my Deco Art nozzles, and the paint, it was a lot messier than I thought, but when you see it on a page like that and know that I would more than likely create a face out of this, and that's probably what I would do. So the word for today, the word for today was tender, and you would have heard the podcast recording, but I want you to remember that tenderness is also, you know, being tender to yourself, caring for yourself, you know, not treating yourself so harshly, not criticizing yourself, and showing up for yourself. So we have to show tenderness towards ourselves, and so that, and the tenderness that we show to others, because sometimes we can show tenderness to others and be really hard on ourselves. We can be really critical, you know, so it's something that you have to relearn, again dependent on whatever background, whatever your background is. You know, sometimes you've grown up with, you know, showing yourself self-care, but we're kind of trained to put other people's feelings first, and you have to care about other people's feelings, but if you're not putting your own, if you're not caring about how you feel, then it can sometimes get messed up. Anyway, so I'm going to leave this journal here for now because it needs to dry. The pages need to dry before they can be worked on, but I'm using this journal throughout the month, and coming to it and doing pages, and I'm sharing some of those pages with you, and then also sharing the word, that particular word for the day. But for me, it's about, as I say, showing up for me, showing up for myself, and being kind to myself. And when we think about the words that have already gone, the words that have already gone so far is spirited, radiant, and today the word is tender. And spirited started off with us, you know, we were making this journal, or I was finishing this journal, but then I felt the inspiration to, you know, make this journal, and this one's come out, and it's been a really good addition for me to then have, okay, this is the one focus you've got to focus on, just doing something to these faces, you know, on a daily basis, on a regular basis, until you complete it, and making this a place where when you come you are feeling inspired, and that's the same with the other pages of the journal, so the journals that I create. So I'm going to leave it there for now, and come back another time and see how you're being creative and allowing it to navigate you through your day. Okay, take care for now and see you soon.